Good morning, everybody. I am out here in North Dakota today scouting for geese. Since I'm working over in Minnesota, I'm going to hop over here for the first 3 or 4 days of the North Dakota early goose season, which starts August 15th. Got some pins on Onyx. I'm going to ride around this morning looking for some cut wheat fields, some water. Actually came out here to a roost lake, and the birds are just waking up now, getting ready to head out to fields, it looks like. So I'm gonna hit the road pretty quickly, but it's honestly been hard not to get sidetracked just driving across the state. I've been seeing ducks on pretty much every pothole. Saw quite a few ducks already so far this morning, and for someone from Virginia, that's just not a common occurrence to see ducks during the summer like that. I got pretty much the whole morning to scout. I do have some things to take care of in the afternoon, but hopefully I'll be able to scout the evening as well. And just trying to lock down something for next weekend, really. If I can get permission on something, that would be awesome. If I can just find some birds, that would be great as well. But before we get into what should be an adventure of a day, I want to touch on why I changed the channel name. I thought about it for the last couple weeks, and I decided to change it to Hoke Outdoors for just a couple reasons. First off, I'm going to be graduating college this year, and so I'm going to do a lot more hunting with my dad over the next few years and hopefully going forward from there. But I wanted to make this channel a lot about the connection between me and him. He's the one who got me into hunting, and I just haven't been able to hunt with him the last couple of years as much as I'd like to. And then also I have been hunting outside of Virginia, or traveling outside of Virginia, more and more every year. So Virginia Outdoors Unlimited was supposed to be about all things hunting, fishing, and trapping in Virginia, and it just hasn't turned out to be that. So I really appreciate all the support, everybody who helped me grow Virginia Outdoors Unlimited into this awesome community, and I am very much looking forward to the next chapter. So let's hit the road, because these geese are moving quick and I want to follow them. Not what you want to see here. I was actually hoping this thing was going to be holding some geese. I heard some honking over this way when I stopped a little ways down the road, and this looked pretty shallow on Onyx, but I thought it might still have some water, but I don't think it has a drop of water left in it. It looks like it would be pretty sizable slough here on a good year. A couple family groups there. That would be a great hide in those rocks and grass right there, but just no congregations in this area, so keep on heading west. It's a little after 10 o'clock right now, and flying the drone real quick. Hasn't been the most productive morning for finding geese, but it has been very interesting nonetheless. A couple hours ago, I ran into a farmer who had some cattle out, so stopped, helped him for a minute, and then talked with him. He said he hasn't seen many geese this year, but he pointed me in the direction of an area that would have some cut wheat and some bigger water, so that's where I am right now. I made one pass through the area and didn't really find a whole lot, marked a little bit of cut wheat, but not much. So ran into town, got some fuel, got some food at Casey's, and now I'm making a second pass through. And I did find a few birds here, not a whole lot, but at least something worth checking out. And this is absolutely my favorite area that I've visited so far in North Dakota. It's just a little bit of a ridge here, higher elevation, I guess, and rolling prairie, tons of little potholes, and just beautiful, beautiful scenery. So I'm going to keep on checking this area out for probably, I don't know, 30 more minutes. There's a couple lakes further down that I want to check out. And then I'm going to head a little bit further west, check a couple bigger pieces of water out there, and then start doubling back east. I wonder how long this thing has been sitting here. I don't think it's been that long, maybe a year or two, but pretty interesting. I almost missed these birds in this pasture here, but saw a couple of them get up and fly across the road, and oh, there they go. Dang it, not what I wanted there, but it wasn't a bad congregation. They were all bunched up. Be interested to see where they go. I want to figure out what water they're coming from and see if that might be a big roost in the area or something. It's pretty cool. Mid-August, and she's got some little ones. Those geese in the pasture were the last birds I found this morning. After that, I had to head to the city, go get some work done on my truck, and after that I had just a little bit of time to spare, so came over here to like 3 or 4 decent sized lakes, really out in the middle of nowhere. There's no other water around here, and rode around all the water, marked 3 or 4 wheat fields, cut wheat fields. There was a family group in each wheat field, but nothing beyond that. Did see a couple deer, so that was cool. And now I'm just gonna spend the last couple minutes of light out here on water, I was hoping to see, you know, a line of birds come back from a field somewhere and be able to mark that. But doesn't look like there's going to be any birds roosting out here. I haven't heard or seen anything so far. But this was an amazing day out here on the prairie. I've never been out on the prairie before, and it was everything I could have hoped for. A decent amount of birds, a lot of ducks, a few geese, and beautiful weather. It's nice and crisp out here this evening, and then just a ton of public opportunity and beautiful, beautiful country. So I'm really looking forward to the early season out here next weekend. And I haven't said it yet, but my buddy Mike, he's going to be coming up and joining me. He hunted with me, or he worked with me down in Texas. So we're going to get into some good times together. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any tips for North Dakota, obviously this is going to be a completely new experience for me. So I'd really appreciate if you'd leave any tips you have in the comment section. And if you want to see these North Dakota hunts and you aren't already subscribed, I'd really appreciate if you click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of these videos. I hope everybody out there is staying safe. God bless, and thanks for watching.